Welcome back to your Harris County Live. My name is Leslie Chapman and I serve the amazing people of Cypress and Northwest Houston. Hope you all are doing well today. Today, we're talking all about things that can affect your bottom line when reselling your home and also investment properties. My husband and I have been asked a number of times, why did we purchase one of our properties so far from where we live? Truth be told, my husband was working in that part of town at the time that we did make the purchase. He has since moved on to a different company and is no longer working in that area. However, the biggest factor in us determining to make a purchase in this particular property was the location. They always say location, location, location. It was the location and the fact that so much growth was occurring and still is occurring in that part of town. Growth brings businesses, and businesses bring people who need to work in them. I mean, that's just how things work. Home buyers navigating the real estate market often focus on the factors that suit their needs today and for the duration that they live at the property. Many overlook the home's future resale value, and this can be a big mistake when it comes to resale. The location of the property, size, layout, and condition all influence whether the home is a good investment or whether you will have resale problems later on. Here are a few things you might want to consider that will affect the home's resale value down the road. Number one, the neighborhood. Location influences the value of real estate more than anything else. Homes in a desirable location will attract a larger pool of buyers, and competing buyers will typically push up the prices. And that's exactly what you want when you put your house up for sale in the future. Number two, layout and configuration. Regardless of the square footage of the house, the configuration of the rooms plays an important role in establishing resale value. For example, bedrooms and bathrooms with poor layout or functionality could negatively impact the value of the property. Hey, Vet, just want to pause. I see that got a friend on here. Hey, hope you're doing well. Hi, y'all might want to drop a comment or ask questions or engage with me. Have fun. Let's have fun here. But seriously, layout and configuration is a big deal. If the house is not deemed functional, or if it's confusing when people come in and they don't know how they can see themselves living in there and functioning, that's going to be a problem when it comes time to resell. Number three, additions and renovations. Studies also show that adding a bedroom puts your home into another price category. It bumps it up. So in some areas, if you convert your den or your loft, it can be an instant injection of equity. Quick kitchen fixes like replacing cabinet doors or adding new sinks and faucets will also typically increase the value of your home as well. Yvette's saying yes. I was just about to pause and say, look, we've got Yvette on here from NMC Remodeling, and I've got to plug them. I've interviewed them before, but I'm plugging them because they're on here because they are, they do a fantastic job of remodeling, and, their line of business can help you in terms of getting your home up to that value that you desire to get. And it can be done on a managed budget. It doesn't have to be anything exorbitant. Remember, I did a video a few weeks back that said sometimes you put on all this money to fix up a place to sell it and you don't recoup that value. You want to put the value where it matters. It matters in the kitchen. It matters in the restroom, the bathrooms, but you can do things that don't have to just destroy your budget in order to do it. Be careful with bathroom remodels. Yes. You don't want to be exorbitant. Actually, Yvette, say some more about that. What you mean by be careful with bathroom remodels. I'll let you put your comment in on there. But you don't want to go over the top. I've heard stories of people going over the top in terms of all this money they throw into remodeling their home to sell it. And then the next person comes in, the buyer, and it just totally does whatever they want to do with it. You want to do enough so that you can recoup the value of your home, and not the resale value of your home, and then make sure the prices drive up because you're making it desirable to future tenants. So be careful with bathroom remodels, because removing tubs because families still want tubs for children. Yes, 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 yes. And that's another thing. If you make certain changes, you may limit the amount of or the type of future buyer that may find your property desirable. So someone with children or young children like me, I want tubs. But then someone who's empty nesters may be done with that and they don't care for tubs. And so yeah, that could be a limiting factor too. Good point. I don't know if that's coming from Yvette or Noe. Either way, good points to to take into consideration. So we talked about single family, focus on single family and how to build up resale value. So I'm gonna come again and just run past those points. Number one is the neighborhood. Also, number two is layout and configuration. And then number three, we were talking about additions and renovations, that how you can do certain fixes that help to bump up your value. Now I want to switch gears and discuss multifamily properties as well. What are 3 factors that affect the acquisition and resale value of these types of properties, of multifamily properties? The answers are pretty similar to that of single family homes. Location is important, because when tenants find an area desirable, they flock in droves wanting to move there. And this could be multifamily complexes and also single family areas that have a lot of houses that for rent. They flock there if it's desirable. Multifamily properties with updates are also more desirable. Even if the building structure was built decades ago, a good facelift and a marketing team can make a property seem brand new, which also makes it desirable and drives increased demand to live there. Lastly, amenities and improvements to common areas that enhance the functional use is another driver to increase desire for people to live in a multifamily community. So you'll see things springing up, playgrounds, dog parks, things that people care about and they want. If these amenities are offered, those are drivers to increase the tenant base in a multifamily community. So keep these things in mind. So what happens next? What do you do with all of this information? A good real estate agent will take these items into consideration when doing a proper valuation of your property, be it single family or multifamily. I know I like to utilize the closest like-to-like comparisons when doing valuations. I also consider trends in the neighborhood, growth. I take into account growth trends, schools, school ratings, amenities, and proximity to shopping areas when doing valuations. Now, at this point, hey, Gabrielle, we got another visitor. Hey, call Leslie. Call Leslie? You gonna call me? Yes, call me. Thanks, Yvette. Call me or text me. I'm going to drop my number in a bit. But at this time, you may be convinced that you may need some guidance around the area of increasing the resale value of your home. But you may also be thinking, I have no idea where to start. If you're thinking about making a move, I can help you through the process. Just like Yvette said, call Leslie. You can message me or you can text me at 713-517-0271. No pressure, no sales gimmicks, no tactics. Just want to give you the help and guidance that you need. And finally, if you're a resident of Cypress and Northwest Houston, I want to let you know, just Harris County, you can follow my blog at yourharriscounty.com. You can click real estate to view this post among other posts that I've made as well. All right, so please feel free to continue to post comments, questions, or concerns in the chat box. I always go back after the live stream to check them out and answer questions as well. So I'll wait to see if there are any questions. Side note about Yvette, we do need to communicate about me doing an interview about the book. All right, well, if there are no other questions, I want to thank you for joining me today, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.